joining me at Love Them Knives channel. I don't do many automatics. I'm not a huge fan of automatics, but when I do, I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I like double action out the front knives. So easy to manage. And you know what? I've liked the Halo 5 from Microtech, and it's big. It's like, what, 4.6 inch blade, 10 inches or so overall length. And then you go, and you got to have a sheath because it doesn't have a pocket clip and blah, blah, blah. And it's, it's a button fire, and then you got to retract, the blade. This is a double action, so you don't have to worry about that. It's not a 4.6 inch blade. It's like a 3.4, 3.3 inch blade, like 8.4 overall. So it's much smaller. It has a pocket clip. It has a glass breaker, skull crusher, whatever you want to call it, on here. So you can slide this in your pocket. Tip down carry, so you can jam this through the thigh of your leg, like that. Just watch out how you do that. I mean, it's a pretty stiff button, so I can't imagine an accidental firing. That's some push right there. And they're going, the spring is at rest position when this thing's like this. So, yeah, it shouldn't have a failure rate necessary that's a problem. And of course, Microtech, you send it to them if you have a problem. Yeah. Cool knife. This one's got that camo, and I stole this from my buddy Wes, and I go, this isn't camo. And he says, it was low light. It looked black. It all looked black. And now I got it in the studio on the lights, and yikes. He's right. Yes, it's a green and black camo. Never mind. So it's the blade. Well, I don't see as well as I used to. In any case, you got an aluminum casing here. You've got an L-Max blade that I said, like before, like 3.4, 3.3 inches. We can check that out. And it's supposed to be about 3.3, so it's, yeah, right in there. And so that's about 83 millimeters or so. And then overall, if you want to get to the end of the glass breaker, 8 3/8. They're saying 8.4 overall. And so that's about 21 centimeters overall. Like I said, tip down carry, pocket clip, skull crusher. Yeah, that's some stiff spring on there. But when it goes, it goes. Now, never put this up against something to try and pierce it, because that will not work. It doesn't have enough spring power to go through anything heavy. It will fail. Although you can pull the blade back out and re-engage it, because it'll just come out a little way and then it'll come off the track thing. So you got to re-engage it. But don't do that. That's not a good thing. Wait till it comes out. Then it's locked in place. And this one, everyone that I've ever handled of the out the fronts or the, they got a little, if you close your eyes and, yeah, there's a little bit, but you got to have some because it's a mechanical, out the front. You can't have just zero blade play, but this is really close to zero. It's almost nothing. Here you go. I guess April of 2015 when this knife, he's had this in his collection a couple of years. But it's up currently on the table sale, so I thought I'd grab it and check it out. I don't think I've had an Ultratech before. And, I've kind of held back because, first of all, automatic knives are not my favorite. But second of all, I just thought, yeah, 3.3, kind of not a real big blade. But you know what? That's probably about what you want to carry. Let me show you some paperwork on this thing. Who's this? E-Knives. Yeah, because I put in the description, and this is where they came up. Some of the other places, it's out of stock. Oh, so is this. Okay, never mind. Overall, 8.4 inches, 3.4 blade length, closed is 5 inches. And of course, it's LMAX. It's a bayonet style. 6016 aluminum, 3.6 ounces, made in the USA. I think I grabbed something from another site, you know, and I believe that these guys had it in stock, and this is the hollow grind. Well, at least it said it was. Who knows, you know, just in case. So, the Ultratech, the standard for all out the front knives. So, talks a little bit about the spring, you know, that kind of thing, and automatic action, the specs, and all that kind of stuff. Oh, well, you know what? And this is what happens with Microtech. LMAX, M390, don't know what this is. Hold on. See, they can change, they have that statement that they make, which is, we have the right to, we reserve the right to change the blade steel. So sometimes it's 154 cm, sometimes it's LMAX, and then that one says M390. So this being a couple of years old in 2015, I'd say this is probably the LMAX model, you know? But yeah, I like it. How heavy is it? Let's weigh it up. They're saying it's pretty light. 3.6 ounces, so that's pretty pocketable right there. 101 grams. How big, old boy, is it? Well, put it up next to the Manix. And of course, the Manix being 8 inches overall. This is really, really close to the same size. Especially if you take the glass breaker out. Really close to the same size as the Manix. So, very EDCable, very carryable. You know, I mean, obviously the profile on this blade is much more slender than this one. This one is fun to carry though. It's great. This one's heavier, but not much. What do you think? Fit and finish looks really good on here. These retail for around $295. Although Wes put this one out for much less. I can't remember if it was $2.25 or something like that. So, great knife. Very reliable. You know, you don't have to recharge it, you know, because you got double action on here. Nicely done. And no blade play to speak of. I mean, it's basically imperceptible, you know. I mean, yeah, but it's almost nil. Almost nil. Microtech. Yeah, comes in a nice box, you know. Get the paperwork. Like this, fitted box. Isn't that cool? Whoops. Paperwork, the whole deal. What do you think? Ultratech, Microtech. This one is the camo thing, which I guess is kind of interesting, and it's a little bit like more non-glare and a little bit more kind of back alley badass with the coloration on it. So, you know, it just depends. You can get them in all kinds of iterations. So, you know, and different blade designs. So, you know, check it out if it's something that you're interested in. This would probably be one of the more carryable, and Oh my God, the Halo 5 is like over $600. So, I mean, definitely more affordable knives on the market for a good quality double action out the front. Yes. Hey, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. Subscribe if you'd like. You know what we do around here. Yes, we do. We love them knives, so stay sharp.